Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing fights to make after UFC 273. Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. It was a great card. I'm going to have some winners, some losers on here. Volkanovski's next opponent, Korean Zombie's next opponent, Sterling's next opponent, and and Chimaev, Burns, and I also had just bonus points. I had Mackenzie Dern on here and Ian Gary. But let's start with Volkanovski. Got an awesome win and just absolutely destroyed the Korean Zombie. Destroyed him. We kind of know what's next. It was supposed to be 2 days ago. Instead of the Korean Zombie actually stepped in for this guy. But it's the one we want. It's the one we want. The trilogy. Max, Bless, Holloway. It's pretty obvious. Like, I thought I was going to pull out, like, Arnold Allen or something. No, it's Max Holloway. Pretty obvious. And I said before the Korean Zombie fight, like, I think on Thursday, I said, let's do the Holloway fight in, like, an international fight where if Volkanovski doesn't take much damage. But it's good now. He didn't take much damage. Holloway says he's good. So let's make it for July, International Fight Week. Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier card. Let's do that. The Coleman event can be Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway 3, the trilogy, and the feature fight can be Davidson Figueiredo versus Kai Kara France. That we don't even need the rest of the card. That's the card right there. Make this happen. And it's also controversial. Some people thought Holloway won the second fight. First fight, you can't score it for Holloway. Volkanovski destroyed him in the first fight. The second fight was closer. Volkanovski, I thought, can still win, but yeah. Let's make this trilogy happen. Moving on up the video. Korean Zombie got really badly hurt by Alexander Volkanovski. Really badly hurt by Alexander Volkanovski. It was bad. His next opponent is not even an opponent. And it's sad to pull this one out, but it's not going to be something what you expect. It's not Josh Emmett. It's not these guys. Retirement. I would just retire Zombie, man. I'm not even joking when I say that. This is the only thing that's here. I'm sorry. I know this is a weird. I know I could have got something else, but this is the only one I can find. Because every time I tried to look it up, try to get one of these, like, it was saying retired, but this, I was trying to say retire, please, but I got this instead. Retirement. Please retire, Zombie. You took in your damage in your career. Wars. You took it here against Volkanovski. You took it against Ortega. You took it against Yair Rodriguez. Elbowed really badly. I'd say quit, man. You took in your wars. You're a legend. People will remember you. And have your last fight as a title fight, where you have the title fight in your last fight. Don't take one more. I know there's maybe if they come back to Korea, maybe if they go back to South Korea, they can maybe have Zombie on there, but against who? He probably would lose to a lot of people, man. I'll go to the rankings right now. He'd probably lose to most of the people, other than Dan Ige and above. That's where he has a chance. I'd say just go. Just go, man. You've taken your damage. Be with your family. Just go, man. There's no point taking the damage. No point, man. And he's taking more brain damage as well. I say just retire. Have you seen his YouTube channel? Over 1 million views each video. Or like 900k views. Like, dude gets tons of money. tons of views. He's good money. And he has a good life. I think he just retire, man. He said he was going to talk about it with his family in his post-fight interview after his loss to Volkanovski. But yeah, his family's going to say retire. I think he kind of wants to retire as well, but I think he's just seeing what his family says. I have to retire. And yeah. But yeah, I think Zombie should retire. Moving on to the common event winner, Aljamain Sterling won against Petr Yan. He won against Petr Yan. Some people thought he lost, but he still won on paper. And he also he won in general against Petr Yan, which people don't like me here. He won against Petr Yan, I thought, but he won on paper anyways. His next opponent's obvious. I'm gonna pull him out right now. TJ Dillashaw. Perfect matchup to make. Dillashaw arguably could have lost to Sandhagen, but he arguably could have won as well. Very close fight against Corey Sandhagen. Yeah. Very good matchup. They can make this matchup. It's good for both. It's good for both guys as well. Because Dillashaw, it's good. Dillashaw was in the crowd. Sterling was calling him out. TJ Snake Shaw, DJ Killashaw, TJ Pio Shaw. You need to make this matchup. It's going to be a lot of trash talk as well at the press conference and embedded shows, the embedded episodes. Make this matchup. I'd say maybe in August, July, I'd say maybe. International Fight Week, maybe right after. Who knows? Maybe September, maybe around there. Because there are a lot of title fights being made right now, so maybe you do it. I don't know. Whatever they do, but make this matchup happen. Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw. And it's good for Dillashaw, man. Because Dillashaw, who I think wins? I actually don't mind Dillashaw's chances. If I'm being quite honest with you. Dillashaw, because Yan, it's more like, Dillashaw doesn't have a great chin. He has good recovery, but Yan can just sleep him out cold any minute. Sterling doesn't have the stand-up to do that to Dillashaw. And he won't just take down Dillashaw and just hold him there. He could, but I don't know. Maybe Sterling can actually win, but Dillashaw has a wrestling background. And Dillashaw technically didn't lose his belt. He got it stripped from him because he was on roids for the Cejudo fight. So, yeah. Sterling versus Dillashaw. Make it happen. Moving on to Petr Yan and what's next for him. He lost to Aljamain Sterling on the scorecards. And, yeah, lost to Aljamain Sterling. His next opponent. Now, it's not going to be anything what you expect. It's pretty simple, but it's also a bit weird, but I understand. I think they're going to do Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. And they're also going to do Dominic Cruz versus Jose Aldo. And this leaves out two people. He's actually this guy, who I'm about to pull out versus Petr Yan, has a matchup with somebody. Marlon Vera has a matchup with Rob Font the end of this month, April 30th, I think, as well. I believe he's going to win I think he's going to win against Rob Font. I think he'll be too much for him in the later rounds. But if he wins against Rob Font, make this in, August. Fight Night main event or something like that. Petr Yan, Marlon Vera. And it's actually a fun matchup as well. I probably would pick Petr Yan to beat him, but it's a fun matchup. Vera can win. Vera can actually win. And if Vera wins this, he probably will get a title shot. If, let's just say, Yan wins, he's right back in the mix. Petr Yan's back. He did it again. And he's one fight away from a title shot. But yeah, Petr Yan, I think, needs to get at least 2 fights in to get a title shot again. Even though I don't want him to sit out. I stay active as much as possible. But yeah, Petr Yan, Marlon Vera, make the fight happen. I really like to see that fight. Really interesting as well. Moving on, especially 5-rounder. Make that 5-rounder. 3-rounder, I wouldn't be really as interested, but 5 rounds of this, it'd be crazy. But yeah, they're both kind of built the same. I can make that fight happen. Built the same in like skill wise, not like oh, Bear's taller than him, but no. But yeah. Moving on to Khamzat Chimaev got a crazy war decision win over Gilbert Burns. I know I said the winner of this one should get a title shot, regardless of anything, should just wait out. But Chimaev, Dana White, before the UFC card, UFC 273, on Friday, I think, he said, I want to see Chimaev versus this guy if he beats Gilbert Burns. And that guy, and I don't care if it ruins the division, Colby Chaos Covington, that's what he said. I want to see Chimaev versus Covington. Make the fight happen. And honestly, it's more interesting now because Chimaev actually showed he was in danger in some fight. He won against Gilbert Burns really clearly. Some people thought Burns won. So dumb. Chimaev won the first and third round, lost the second round. It was a crazy fight. Chimaev got the better of it. Let's make this fight happen. 5 rounds. 5 rounds. If I was Covington, man, I would look at that and be licking my lips, and rubbing my hands together. That is more interesting now, because before the Burns fight, where Chimaev smashes him, knocks him out, beats him. Yeah, Chimaev, he's definitely gonna win. Would Chimaev win against the middleweights now after watching the Burns fight? Probably not. He probably won't. I could see him as double champ still, but not a triple champ. I can't trust that anymore. But this is more interesting now. If I was Covington, it's still winnable, but Chimaev took a bit of damage. I'd say, Chimaev, you and me, 5 rounds, July. Let's get this done and over with. That's what I would do if I was Covington. And maybe then I'd probably pick Colby Covington. I'd still would pick Khamzat Chimaev, attach him, and put Covington down, because Covington, although he has a good chin, he getting dropped by Masvidal while he's gassed out. You know? I know it's probably, I know Covington got right back up, but, he was so gassed, and he still dropped you with it. So, I don't know what happened and it was in the 4th round where he got dropped as well. I think this is a good matchup. Make the fight happen. Winner should get a title shot. If it's Covington's not gonna, Poirier's not gonna fight Covington. He's just blatantly ducking him. I know Luque Muhammad winner, Vicente Luque Belal Muhammad winner, will be in a weird situation. Maybe a winner of that versus Sean Brady or something like that. But make this one happen. Winner gets a title shot. And yeah. And either way, if one of them wins, it's good, because we can actually have an interesting matchup with Usman Covington 3, Chimaev Usman, which I would prefer. Yeah, make it happen. Moving on to Gilbert Burns, who lost to Khamzat Chimaev in the featured fight position of UFC 273. I think his next opponent, I'm sorry, Gilbert Burns, but it's winnable for him. He could actually win. I would probably pick him if this guy has any struggle as well. But Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Gilbert Burns would be a great matchup. I would tune in 100%. Shavkat Rakhmonov. I know this sounds weird because Shavkat's at 15 and he just beat Carlson Harris, but he's planning on fighting Neil Magny in July. So if he beats Neil Magny with ease, maybe takes him to the third round, maybe goes to a decision with him, he'll be at that spot where he's at like number 9, number 8, and then he can fight Gilbert Burns, jump up, fight Gilbert Burns, see what happens, wins or loses, who knows. Who would I pick in this one? Right now, currently, I'd probably pick Shavkat to catch him. But no, probably not, man. Probably not. But maybe Shavkat spinning wheel kicks him. Maybe Shavkat just overall just beats him. Like, I think Burns can win. I think Burns would win, maybe. Maybe Burns would just close decision. Who knows? Make this fight happen. Burns, Shavkat. It's kind of like a rematch with Khamzat Chimaev in a way, but Burns will get tons of respect if he takes two savages coming up. Especially if he beats Shavkat, it'll kind of be like I got revenge on Chimaev in a way. But yeah, Burns, Shavkat, make the fight happen. Let's go. Moving on to Mackenzie Dern, who she blatantly robbed Tisha Torres in a decision. She didn't win at all. She won only the second round. Lost the first and third. She won anyway, though. Her next opponent, I guess, will be... It's a bit of a logjam in the strawweight division right now, but... I'd say do her versus Yan Xiaonan. I think that's pretty smart. Yan Xiaonan, Mackenzie Dern. I honestly would probably pick Yan Xiaonan to beat her, because Dern has no stand-up still whatsoever. So, and I don't see Yan Xiaonan getting out grappled, but maybe she does. I don't know. But, Mackenzie Dern, Yan Xiaonan, headliner of the prelims of the pay-per-view, main card or a fight night. Maybe main card of a pay-per-view, which we'll probably do, which is just annoying. But yeah, make this fight happen. I think it's a good fight. Mackenzie Dern, Yan Xiaonan. Yan Xiaonan just recently lost to Marina Rodriguez. Could have honestly won the fight. She did a lot better against Rodriguez than Dern did. So maybe make this fight happen. Dern, Xiaonan, make it happen. And moving on to the last one, Ian Garry. I kind of wanted to add him in the video because he's a big enough name to where I can just, I'll just add him in the video because why not? Ian Garry got a good win over Darian Weeks. I thought he won every round, 30-27, but some people thought 29-28. Not the best performance, but I think he should move up against not a jump up, but it's a reasonable step, you know? And I think he could win. I think it should be Trevin Giles, honestly. I actually think it's a decent matchup. Ian Garry, Trevin Giles. I think Giles is still in the UFC. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's still here. Oh, that'd be really embarrassing if he's gone. That'd be really embarrassing if he's gone. But, yeah. Ian Garry, Trevin Giles. If Giles is not cut, is Giles still here? I don't know. I think he is still here. But if he's not, I don't know. But Ian Garry, Trevin Giles, makes all the sense in the world. I know some people are saying Brian Barberina, but that's more of a tougher test, I think. So I wouldn't do that. And Giles, he gets knocked out a lot. He's not the best shit in the world. He got knocked out by Michael Morales in his last fight. Got knocked out by Dricus Duplessis in the fight before. But yeah, I'd probably pick Garry to counter him, what he did to Jordan Williams, to Giles. But, Giles could win. Maybe he just out-volumes Ian Garry. Maybe he just lands big shots on Ian Garry, who knows. Make that fight happen. And this is all the fights to make after UFC 273. All these fights. Tell me what you think. And yeah, peace out, guys. Woo! Peace out.